If I could go back in time and tell my 20-year-old self one piece of advice that would fast track me to becoming an artist, I would say 4 words. Go to life drawing. Right now, I get to work in my own studio every day. I'm a figure drawing artist, living a lifelong dream I never thought I would actually achieve. Because honestly, back then in my 20s, I wasn't even anywhere near to be on track to get here. In fact, the truth is, in my 20s, I actually ran away from my very first life drawing class. In this video, I want to tell you about the story of my life drawing journey because I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did and waste so much valuable time. I want to encourage you to get to life drawing now, and I'm going to explain why it's so important to draw from life. My name's Siobhan, and on this channel I share videos specifically about a dynamic and expressive approach to figure drawing. I help artists to break through blocks in their work and to discover their own personal drawing language. I also write about figure drawing every week over on Substack, and I'd love for you to join my newsletter, so I'll leave a link for you to subscribe in the description below. So back in the day, in my 20s, I was living in New York. I really wanted to be an artist, but I had no training and I had no guidance. I discovered a place called the Art Student League, which ran short courses, so I signed up for a class. But on the day, as I got to the door and I opened it, all I saw was artists, easels, drawing boards, and I panicked. I turned on my heel and I ran out down the steps, saying to myself, what was I thinking? I'm not an artist. Looking back now, the irony is not lost on me because the Art Student League is the very place that the author of this book, The Natural Way to Draw, Kimon Nicolaides, he taught life drawing. And if you don't know who he is, or if you don't know this book, basically he formulated gesture drawing as a way to teach students, life drawing students, how to draw the essence or the feeling of a pose. And much of what he taught is what I focus on this channel and in my newsletter. But I missed the opportunity to study life drawing in the Art Student League. Nevertheless, some years later, somehow I wound up back in Dublin and in an animation program where life drawing was a core taught subject. And I met a very gifted teacher who taught the principles and approaches of the natural way to draw. And on that first day of class, everything changed. Now, for context, up until that point, my drawing was below average. It was very plain. It was bordering on not really very good. I would fill sketchbooks with very small, sort of insignificant sketches. I would try to practice Bridgman by just copying or drawing from imagination. The first day, though, in that life drawing class, it's etched in my memory. What happened was our teacher walked us through some very specific drawing exercises that literally burst open the door for me to creative expression, because they taught me how to observe correctly. And the effect was profound. It's a moment I'll never forget. I remember the exact drawing. I remember the room. I remember the people in it. I remember the model. And what our teacher said to us that day was, she asked us, is there such a thing, do you think, as a bad drawing? She said, I don't know if there is such a thing as a bad drawing, but I do know that a good drawing is one that's beautifully observed. And that's why observation has guided me in drawing ever since. It's not that my drawing instantly changed that day into amazing drawing, but from that moment on, I was not lost. I wasn't wandering aimlessly with regard to my drawing. I wasn't questioning, how am I going to get good or how am I going to find my own style? I felt that I had finally found a foundation for drawing because I connected the process to direct observation. And that gave me a way to really express myself in drawing. Now, the implications of expressing yourself are individual and they're very specific to each and every person. But for me personally, it simply meant that I had a voice that I could express myself with. So if you're struggling with drawing and if it feels like, nothing ever changes for you, you make the same drawings all the time, I would say stop using photo reference so much. Don't rely on photos as much. Get yourself to life drawing or draw from life whenever you can. If you can go to life drawing in your area, it could be a game changer for you. Drawing with other artists as well as drawing from life is like a catalyst for your work, and it's a world apart from only ever drawing photos. So if I were to go back in time to my younger self, I would say go to life drawing, but I'd also say the way you observe things is the key to how you express them in your art. There are lots of exercises that you can do to learn how to observe and to practice observation, and they're so relevant for anyone who goes to life drawing. Things like contour drawing, negative space drawing, and blind drawing, these will really help you to develop close observation. So definitely check out this video next if you want to learn more about these techniques or about these exercises to improve observation. I hope this video was helpful and I hope it inspires you to go to life drawing. Let me know in the comments below if you do go. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.